That's that sunrise right over the house. Like literally just getting over at that second story house, literally just getting over the trees, me literally getting over the bullshit every morning, doing the morning motivation, just finding that shine. We're going to talk about childish solutions this time. There's so many of us that give a childish solution to an adult problem. Just the news about me, but I be popping up like 5:30, 6 o'clock every morning, just like ready to live this life. And yesterday was such a blessing. Downtown Pittsburgh is beautiful. Travel by Saints, holler at me. Mm-hmm. Man, right above the tree. Like it's not even above the tree yet. Still kind of going through the branches. What a blessing. Ihana. Spanish for like the most perfect moment. It's ihana. It's more than beauty. It's universal alignment at the same time. Let's get into it, shall we? Shall we? Your boy Saint was just thinking how we as individuals and as people, we find ways to fuck up our own shit. You know, we talk about accountability all the time. We talk about emotionality and maturity and reaching these high heights. And it turns out that's what we be doing. We have three choices. If you're looking at Carl Jung's psychology, or no, it wasn't even Carl Jung, it was somebody else who did the Murdoch, Rickshaw. Anyway, somebody, man, this is so beautiful. Like, come on, bro. Sunshine shining just like right over there. There it is. Just beautiful, right between the buildings, right into my eyes. And that's what you need. You need that fresh, non-blue light right on your eyes in the morning. We don't give ourselves a new output. We don't give ourselves a new way of living. We don't give ourselves any sort of out, really. You know what I mean? It is what it is. This is the way that I am, and that's the only way it's going to be. Well, if you don't change your decisions, how are you going to change? Childish, you know? You're going to act either like an adult, right? You're going to either act like a parent or you're going to act like a child. There's only three ways for. All right, I don't know what happened with the connection, but I had to go outside. We're on her Wi-Fi or her hotspot because it's hot in this spot. Yeah, makes you feel powerful, makes you feel like life is powerful and your decisions are powerful. And that's what we're doing this morning. We're just seeing emotional if we don't fucking drill a hole in our canoe. And you know what? And that's what we like. That's gonna make anything better, right? You know, yelling isn't gonna make. There it is. I'll just keep letting it click in and out. It's almost like I'm. There it is. I got the Wi-Fi working this morning. It was going off. Wait, there it was going off for hotspot, and then shit went sideways, and that's a good thing when shit goes sideways. A lot of us, we don't want to deal with it. We don't want to deal with the missing bills. We don't want to deal with the fucked up relationship. We don't want to deal at all. And part of the LVOG, Las Vegas Original, baby. Oh, I'm not wearing that shirt. I'm wearing my Taurus shirt. I thought I was wearing my Las Vegas Original shirt. Part of being an LVOG is you have to shuffle up and deal. It's almost like shut up and deal with your fucking problems. You know, so many of us will rather hop on the phone and complain to someone all day, ruin their mood. You know who I'm talking about. There's all those type of people that they can't help themselves. They're still acting like children. It's not going the way that I want. If you're yelling, hitting, or screaming at someone because things aren't going the way that you want them to, you're acting like a child. And most people aren't going to want to hear that shit. Of course not. Why would you want to be known about your immaturity? But that's all it is. That's what women are looking for. They're like, I'm looking for a real man. A real man isn't just a guy that's holding down a job. It's a guy that can hold down his emotions, bro. Because they're not. Trust and believe that. Women aren't going to get no accountability soon. They're not going to just all of a sudden rise up from the ashes and be like, you know what? I was being a complete emotional bat case and I was being batshit crazy and I was pushing everybody away from me. And therefore, it's the way that it is, right? Cool. Cool story, bro. Right? You and your you and your reasonings and excuses and lack of maturity, emotional maturity. This is what women want, right? This emotional maturity that you don't lose your shit when shit goes wrong, right? You don't react like a child when things don't go your way. Imagine that. Imagine people actually being an adult for once, actually seeing that they've experienced some things before, and actually seeing that, boom, smoke and review. We got business cards. That's right. Any other products that you want, holler at your boy Marquis Saint. We are out here. I got a message brought to you by all the homies. Right here, we got the monkey tail gear, Whack It Grinder, Roken Vapes, X Vapes, this billionaire hemp wraps, Tyson papers, fucking, I'm looking backwards here, Bovitas, Medtainers, Peace Water, and Roll Your Own Cones, all at smokeandreview.com. That's right. Not on any distribution list. Can only get it directly from the guys. They're my people. Let's realize, let's see in disguise what is really going on with this life. I think I want to sneeze. That's what's really happening. Okay, so weeds ready, blunts ready, blunts up, hose down. I think I need to add a little bit more, but that's okay. We're just gonna let that fly for a white guy. See that little eighth of an inch? This is what makes me the blunt rolling champ. All right. So if you haven't already joined Weed Club and you haven't already followed at smokeandreview.com or Smoke and Review Instagram, right? We're going to get into this if we can. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. People got to go. People got shit to do. Life continues on. What are you going to do? So the response rate is usually, again, childish, adultish, or parentish, right? You got two choices, three choices. And in your choosing is going to be your reaction speed. Did I forget the? I did have the tool right here. Oh my god, it was in my pocket. I cut it down, minus some weed here. I pushed it down, and then I forgot a lighter. So forgot that I had the poker and the toker. Okay, shout out to my boys at Toker Poker. They're not on my list yet, but I would love to sell their products. I think they're fucking cool. Also, shout out to Kush Cards. My homegirl's hustling. She paired up with them, and everywhere I look, she's got her little Kush Cards on the stand, and people are ordering them, and she's fulfilling orders, and I'm very proud of her. That's the level I want to be on. Hold tight. Let me go get some morning motivation here. Let me go get a writer. There we go. There we go. Making it. Come on. Little. This pillow's had a mind of its own all day. All right, so here we go. Who's watching? Where are you from? How old you are? And what do you get out of this? All right, so here it goes. Childish decisions is when you get emotional, and you're gonna be emotional. It's gonna happen to you. You're gonna feel like you're um, lost. You're gonna feel like something's stolen from you. It's almost like someone took your lollipop, right? As a child, you can see if you went up to a little child inside of a roller or stroller, and you went up to that child and you took their lollipop right out of their mouth, right? Or ice cream, toy, you name it. How is that child going to react? Nobody in here as an adult knows better than us on this, and that's the fact that they're going to act like retards. They're going to act like a child. They're going to act, that's why we say you're acting childish. Now, there's a big difference between being childlike, still being 40, 50 years old, going out to Burning Man's, life is beautiful, it's lightning in a bottle, whatever it is. You're living it up. Childish is when you start complaining around your friends when problems come across your life or into your life. responsibility, mm-hmm. Accountability. That's right. That happens too. And then there, of course, there's the other part of it where your emotional regulations kick in. As a child, you don't have any emotional regulation. You're not supposed to actually either. You're just raw emotions, want, don't want. Everything comes in one ear, goes out the other. You know what I'm talking about. Bless up with me. Join We Club on Instagram. So while I'm doing this thing, this morning was just not to react like a child again. You know, things don't go my way doesn't mean I throw a fit and make everybody else's day bad. Do you know someone else like that? Yeah, I know you do. Me too. And that's unfortunate. They didn't know how to grow up. They don't know about maturity. They don't know how to fix their own topics. And that's why we have to have this conversation this morning, is because you're going to get your results that you earned, right? By your response rate, by your intensity, and by your decision making processes. You're going to earn what happens to you. After something happens to you, you're going to earn the results, right? The amalgamation, the accumulation of all the decisions add up. Boom, here's your responsibility. It could be jail, it could be abortion, it could be a lot of things. And I'm glad I brought up the abortion thing, because that's what children do. If you act scared, if you live in fear, you're going to kill your baby, you're going to predict a pessimistic outcome. You're going to be the person that apparently has a crystal ball and everything, and thinking that fear-based decisions, scared decisions, decisions made in lack, like we don't have enough money, there's not enough love, there's not enough communication. Here's a newsflash for you: there isn't going to be anything for you. Let me get that little car rolling by. Let me get this little truck rolling by. Come on, get on out here. There isn't going to be anything out there to save you. This is literally the mission. We're adults now. We're in space. This is Apollo 13. You are out there and you're losing oxygen. And you got to use what you have to make something make oxygen. Now, it was a genius engineer feat, and they, used some duct tape and foam, and they made it work. They started creating oxygen again. But that's what you have to do as an adult. You have to start creating oxygen again. You got to start creating solutions again. You can't be childish every time and just hope that your emotions are going to get you there. That's a horrible decision. That's a decision based in immaturity. And for people that don't know how to grow the fuck up, then they will forever make decisions emotionally. They're going to forever not sit still enough to calculate what is going on within them or the surrounding situation. Only children, instant emotion. That's that raw dog. I'm gonna just react, lizard brain, skip the obligata here, and just be raw to you, right? When you can fuck raw, you're also gonna knock someone up, and you can be ignorant, but you're also gonna get ignorant results. It's just the way it is, and that's the only way it's going to be. The way that you make it, the way that you take it. If you take it on the chin like a champ, then that's the way it's going to be. If you're going to take it personally and take it to the heart, then that's the way it's going to be. And if you're going to be calculating and logical and take it to the brain and hemispheres, then that's the way it's going to be. You are choosing the way to process the stimulus. Some people can gray rock it, right? They put it at a distance. Gray rocking is like, I don't know, reading someone else's email and it's emotional. Instead of processing the emotions directly, you can go through someone else, have them read it, right? Siemens, I see you, bro. Have them read it and paraphrase it to you. That would be a very mature decision. An immature decision is reading someone's diary, or stalking someone's page, or not communing directly. Those are all indecisive, childish like decisions that we all make. You don't have the balls to talk to her, so you're all up in her DMs or just liking her post. You don't have the balls to go ask for a job, so the bills end up getting unpaid and things get worse. You don't have the balls to handle your own emotional stability, And guess what? You will definitely let out an alcohol make decisions for you, a manager make decisions for you, a boss make decisions for you, and your life. You will be indiscriminate. You don't have a rudder. You're rudderless, bro. And if you're on a fucking cruise or a boat or a journey, right, you're going to want to know the destination, man. You're going to want to align yourself to the sun and stars, bro. You're going to want to have some sort of purpose and direction. The childish don't. The childish are just like, what's going to satiate me? And I felt that was an undertone of narcissism too, because narcissists get bored easily, right? They're always going to chase the next high, the next big thing, the next accomplishment. And for part of me, it's like that. You know what I mean? I get off on thinking about join weed club. I get off thinking about calm CBDs. I get off thinking about everything on shirts and just mostly saints everywhere, just flexing on these hoes, right? I get off on that. Besides for future chasing, it's like doing the work for it. This whole week has been about, let's chop up a T-Mobile. T-Mobile wants to cancel my phone number. Well, what's up with Google Voice? I can get a Google Voice number. Imagine that. I was like, maybe I should get a Google Voice number and just put it to my cell phone, just a random number so people can hit me up. I'm trying to get the 702 print 02, but I don't know how to change. I've been trying to figure out how to get a vanity phone number as well. But anyway, besides the point is there's a decision inside you, a little pendulum, if you will, swinging back and forth between should I do this or shouldn't I do this? Should I go after this thing and make it a reality? Or should I bitch about this other thing and make it a detriment? I mean, really, the decisions are upon us, but the reaction is also. And there we go. I'm live again. Can you be cool and come down and smoke a blunt? There it is. It's live. Okay, I'm just gonna go with it. I only got like 8 minutes to go, so here we go. Is that if you're gonna process the information, are you going to let it destroy you? Right? Are you going to make the decision to act impulsively? And it's a decision, even though you feel like it's just a feeling. A feeling can be a decision, and it mostly is for women. But if you get into it, right, and this new information isn't constructive, it's destructive, then you already know you don't have the mental faculties for mature decisions. That's what it is. I used to be immature. Hey, I'm at a bar, Tom and Jerry's, across from fucking UNLV. I'm 21 years old. In walks my ex-girlfriend, and I start drinking dollar drinks. Now, when my friend got to the car, or when I got to his car, and he asked me if I was okay to drive, and I said no, he should have been more mature enough to not let me go. I remember distinctly saying no, but hey, here we are. And then this motherfucker let me drive, and I got my first DUI. Now, I'm trying to blame him, but I was the one drinking, and I was the one being emotional, right? So my emotionality, which seems to be always everything, I could just say I'm an emotional person. Or I can take the responsibility and say, okay, now is my time to slow down and make a decision. Now is my time to be educated and calculated versus so raw and retarded. And you know what I mean. We retard the information. We retard it inside of ourselves. It could be a photo that you're looking at 10 years ago, doesn't have the same power as when you used to look at it every 10 minutes, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? There'll be something I'll see and it'll flash in me, and I'm like, real quick, and I'm like, wow, that doesn't do it at the other bungalow. 10 years ago, it was that bungalow, and then 5 years before that was this other bungalow, and those don't tingle to me anymore. Only this one, number 13, unlucky bungalow. Unlucky number 13, made that vibration to me, and that's what it is. It's just like, how are you vibing? You know what I mean? How are you processing? Are you the type of person that's going to catastrophize everything? Are you the type of person that's going to just fucking ratchet yourself up to the fullest anxiety and respond like a psychopath, like your chickens with your heads cut off, like you can't be trusted? Or can you trust yourself? To my own self be true. I grab my shell and I say to myself, the ocean is with me. I've been all over the world 3 different times. I can trust myself. Go ahead, try to say that. Go ahead, try to say that. I bet both the 2 cars of y'all, nobody's been around the world, and especially 3 different times. So this white shell, yeah, the sun's shining on it. This shell right here, given to me by mama on the ocean. You see it, right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about belief. I'm talking about confidence. Something else that the 3rd car wouldn't even have, right? You got to have the gumption inside of yourself. And sure, it's a little part narcissistic, but you're also going to have some confidence. And that's what we're talking about. This system. Let this car go by. The systems that we have in place in our lives that process all the stress. It's almost like a dam, Hoover Dam, if you will. All the pressure, the tiles, the tribulations come up against this dam, and you got to have the fortitude, the concrete, the gabadosh, the head of concrete, to stop this amount of force from changing its direction or changing you or destroying the dam. There's been a couple shocks of my life that have destroyed my dam, and of course I acted immature, so I deserved it. And it takes some maturity to be like, uh, let me grin and bear it, grin and bear it. Right down on my leather piece, because yeah, it sucks. My fucking leg got blown off in Civil War, Gettysburg, which I want to see, by the way. But we're in 1832, 1856, and this guy's going. There's a pile of legs and arms lopped, chopped. I mean, 15 minutes or less. There goes your leg. It's inconvenient. Your leg's been blown off. You've been shot, right? Cannon, musket, you name it. Today's the day your shit gets chopped off. And I think we've all watched the 180 days, and you don't want to bite off your own arm, but you don't want to be smashed between a rock. So there's going to be some tough decisions that we aren't going to want to make. Maybe more mature, calmer minds around us, like the doctor is going to say, you don't chop it off, you die here and you bleed out. Some people would love to just die here and bleed out. It's so emotional. It's like, oh no, everything's my fault, or I'm a victim, or things just need to be on front page news, page 6 every day. People doing the small accumulations, the small little things like, okay, I'm going to skip the Coca-Cola at dinner. I'm going to start going for walks with my loved ones. I'm going to spend more time doing the things that I love to get that emotional maturity, to get that centeredness, to get to that level that you can accomplish. I've seen it so many fucking times. You can see when somebody's on point, bro. You can see it in their eyes. They're putting in the energy and the things that they realize give them benefits, instead of drilling holes in their fucking canoe, wondering why the bitch is sinking. You can't be serious right now. You didn't do the work for it to float. And I keep telling this one, flow over no. You know, that's a mostly Saint shirts. You got to flow over no. Sometimes you don't know, but sometimes you need to go with the flow. And what I've noticed is my reaction speed has helped me tremendously on things I didn't even expect. Like my Malaysia experience, the chick was being so rude to me. She put the closed sign up. She was like, closed. I'm like, I'm right in front of you. You asked too many questions. You're annoying. Get out of here. And then she ended up giving me a ticket for the next day, letting me come in, get mine processed in a day, not even 24 hours, because they were going to be closed for a holiday. If I was rude to her, if I had popped off because she popped off to me, I wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation with you. I would have been burnt. I would have spent 2 weeks having the next appointment. It's like this appointment was 2 weeks out. I came 2 weeks ahead to have this appointment. There wasn't a Tuesday appointment. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, that was maturity. And I'm grateful, that I don't have to always fight with my words. I'm grateful that I can fight against the dying of the light, right? I can fight against my desires to be negative. I can fight against my desires to complain. I can fight against my desires to have excuses. All that's a desire. I fight against these desires, the desire for sugar. Although the 2 ice cream sugars from Millie's down across the street from the Thai restaurant was smacking 420 and eat. 420 and eat approved. And this morning at sunrise is definitely approved. So we're going to try to go get ourselves a Google Voice number. We're going to try to resurrect the old number, even though it's canceled. We're going to try to make our lives into a reality. And that's what I want it to be for you and me, bro. It's just like maturity, man. It's such a cool asset to have, because even in our older ages, we know how cool it is to sit still long enough for the things to get processed enough, and that we are enough. So stop trying to overdo it. Stop trying to panic. It ain't organic. Just go with the flow, not with the no. It's going to be nice to know, but most of this is flow. And that's just what the life will bring to us, bring us some flow. Oh, don't you know? Peace and love. Oh, that sun shines on my heart. It's all warm. God damn, I'm alive today. What a blessing. Wow. And I'm alive on a day where I'm in shape. You know what I mean? Still lost the weight. I'm putting it back on, but I love that ice cream. I'm back in the States. And I'm back in a mental state where I'm like accomplishing things. I want these websites to go live. I can almost taste it. Today's day one of champs in Chicago, but I'm in Pittsburgh. I can almost taste it. There's things I want to do with my life, and it's like ice cream. Life is like ice cream, my friends. You must lick it to taste it. And that's your morning motivation. You got anything out of this? That you got Saints Addiction. You gotta go like, share, subscribe, whatever the fuck it is. You know what it is. And I love my life. Fucking wake up, motherfuckers! Wake up! Get up early. Get in this bitch, bro. There's some sunshine. There's some fucking light, bro. There's some fucking phosphorescence. Get in this atmosphere. The sun has risen, and so have I. Such a life. Bro, I can't wait to show you guys. I can't wait to flex, man. I can't wait to flexing on these hoes. Come on, let me get some websites up. Let me get Weed Club Worldwide. Let me get fucking anti-slip slippers. Let me get these calm CBDs busting off your forehead. You know what I mean? Don't make me dream on you. Don't make me dream on you. Oh man, what a blessing. Yesterday was such a blessing too. Right by the river. Oh my god, Pittsburgh is a beautiful city. There's a downtown university. I mean, it was the America's young people walking, licking ice cream. That ice cream was smacking. I had to mention it again, especially right after the smacking Thai food. Got to mention again. Noodlehead, I think is what it was called. Shout out to them. Smacking. Smack, smackety, smack, smacking. So, hey, man, this life can be smacking if you want it to be. You just got to be able to be willing to accept it for sometimes that it's not smacking. Sometimes she smacks you upside the head. Hey, a hard head makes a soft butt. Get your tushy out. Take your swings. Take your hits. You know it's coming. And just take it like a man. That's what we say. Take it like a man. You know, you can take it on the chin, put your mouthpiece back in. Just keep swinging. Bam, 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 boom, bam, bam. Boom, bam, 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 bam. Let's get some. Out like trout. I love my life. Love yours too. Saints Addiction, Join Weed Club, mostly Saints. Saints Giving, Saints Brand. We out here.